YouTube, it's Angel Rose, and today is Monday, January 9th, 2012. I just finished week 2, day 1 of the Couch to 5K. It was awesome. I have decided I'm still sticking with a walk of 3.3 and a run of 5.0. Although today that seemed really slow. I felt like I was tripping over my feet, but I've made the commitment to stick at that so that as my run time gets longer, I don't feel defeated. The one thing that I've been doing is the last 15 seconds of the very last run, my husband and I have been just pounding it out. Friday or Saturday, I think, I ran in at 8.0. Today, last 15 seconds, I ran at a 9.0. I think we're going to try to do the last minute from now on, or the last 30 seconds from now on, because 15 seconds it was like you got up to speed and you were done. So, but yay, I went at a 9.0, and I'm really, really short. So I felt like my legs were just booking. So that's enough of that. I wanted to talk a little bit about cheating and compulsive eating and things like that. Last Monday, I weighed in at 148.8. Friday, which was my official weigh-in date, which I didn't do a video, I weighed at 153.0. Yeah, 5-point gain. 5-pound gain. Horrible. There was probably a lot of factors, mainly being Tom. But I'm sure that the week before did not help. So, kind of confession time, I have always, even before weight loss surgery, have been a compulsive binge eater. Not only did I just eat, but I would binge. So, it was not uncommon. Usually an every night practice would have been putting my kids into bed and going and eating an entire bag of chips, an entire jar of dip, maybe some guacamole, 2 liters of Coke, you name it. Well, last week, or week before, I guess, because we're in a new week, but I had some really emotional times, not excuses, but one of my days kind of looked like this. I was craving ice cream. I could not shake the craving. I tried. I exercised. I got a protein shake. I did everything that I possibly could not shake it, and I gave in. And I went and got a Sonic Blast. Okay, so fine, over with. No. Then I ate some chips and salsa. And I was done. Fine, I was good. The next morning, see, I put the chips and the dip and everything on my nightstand. So when I woke up, what did I see? Yeah, and I was in bed, not feeling well, so my initial thought was there's no way I could eat those anyways. It's morning. I can't eat anything in the morning. Yeah, I managed to get an entire bag of chips and an entire jar of dip down. Then I proceeded to eat chocolate. Then I got up, telling myself the whole time, you don't need anything, blah, 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 while I'm driving. Rose, you don't need anything, and I still drive. So, and like I said, not only am I a compulsive binge eater, but I tend to be in secret. So, I get more Sonic Blast, hamburger, and onion rings. And I come home, and I put the ice cream in my freezer, and take the food down to my bedroom, and deal with my kids, get them all, like, rushing, felt like a drug addict, trying to get them all in bed so I could go down in my room and close the door and lock it and eat my food. Yeah. So, that was my confession. So, yeah, major binge eater, major compulsive eater. And I know with the band, what I'm starting to figure out, 19 months out, is that the band, when you pay attention to it, does its job. This whole week, I'm down. My weight today was awesome. I've paid attention to it. I've listened to it. It will give me the stop signal. It'll say, hey, that food's not going to go. That's not the right food, or you're eating too fast, or whatever, if you pay attention. But if I'm not paying attention, the band's not going to tell me. It probably gave me that stop signal. It probably hurt, but I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it hurt because I was too interested in that food. I was zoned out. It was my drug for the day. So whether my band gave me a signal or not, I have no clue. So I couldn't say that, there was a part of me that wanted to say, I ate all that food, so therefore I need a fill. I probably do, but still, that's irrelevant. I ate all that food because I didn't pay attention to the band. I didn't listen to it at all. I didn't care if I burped. I didn't care if I PB'd, which I didn't, but I didn't PB anyways, but I wouldn't have cared. And if it hurt, didn't know. I was too busy numbing myself with food to know whether or not my band was giving me any signals at all. And then, I'm surprised. Oh my gosh, I've gained 5 pounds. Well, duh. So, I don't know. I know this is kind of rambly, but that's kind of what I want to talk about. Just because this was my life pre-op. It doesn't have to be my life post-op. I remember times pre-op. I remember going and to be honest, I've probably done it once or twice post-op. Going through fast food and not just getting a little bit of food, getting major amounts of food, going to a park underneath, just in the dark corner, and parking my car and eating. I haven't done that in a really, really long time. It probably would have been way early on, but, I guess it just kind of makes you realize that the band has no magical powers. You don't get it placed in, and all of a sudden, all of your hang-ups and compulsive or disorders and all of those things, they don't magically disappear. The band itself, it's magic in the sense that if you listen to it, it'll do exactly what it's supposed to. But it's not just going to wipe all that away with no work. And I'm having to really learn that. And it is very hard. Because my go-to drug is food. When I'm upset, when I'm happy, when I'm sad. And I can usually fight it off for a really long time. But when things get to where they are just, where I've stuffed them and stuffed them and stuffed them and stuffed them, and feel like I can't handle anymore, all I want to do is be in bed and eat. That's it. I don't want to do anything. I want to play on the computer and probably do nothing productive, just stare at a screen, clicking buttons, eat my food mindlessly, and talk to no one. And it's not good for me, and it's kept me from losing the weight that I know I can lose. And I'm realizing that because one of the things that has been a pattern, and I've realized this just recently, has been that I lose 5-10 pounds. I get excited about 5 or 10 pounds. And then I think that I deserve some kind of a reward. And so I'm like, I've done really well. I've got a pound or 2 to spare or whatever. So then I eat something. Then I feel guilty. And then something happens in my life where everything comes crashing down on me. And then I'm back in this rut of depression and eating and then I gain, and then so I eat some more, and then I get this burst of whatever, drop all that weight again. Of course, I'm having to now drop weight that I've gained instead of just getting right back on the path. Get to a point to where I'm below where I started at that first time, before I started gaining. Get past that, get all excited, and go all over. This morning, like I said, my weight was awesome this morning, but I made a decision when I got off that scale, put it on my calendar, and don't get too excited. I haven't seen this number before, but if I get too excited right now, it's like, I can have a break, and I can't have a break right now. I am too blasted close, too daggum close to my goal to be sitting here sabotaging myself with food and rewarding myself with food. It's stupid. It makes no sense. It's just food. There's nothing magical about it that's going to make myself feel good. And yet that's what I go to. And I know the rules. And I know the guidelines. And I know how to lose weight. By golly, I've dieted my entire life. I will say that with the lap band, I felt like I've been on the biggest diet of my life sometimes, and I get frustrated because I felt like, I knew that the band would be work, but I didn't realize I didn't feel like I was on a diet. And I do, but I've dieted before, so it's not like I don't know how to lose the weight. I do, but I obviously know how to sabotage myself even better. So, I'm too close. My goals were in stages. First was lose 50 pounds. I did that in January. Then was to get to my wedding weight. We are in January again. And I haven't gotten there. My wedding weight's 135. I was at 160 at a 50-pound weight loss. So, really, I couldn't have lost 30 pounds, 35 pounds, 25 pounds, whatever, in an entire year? That's bull. I could have. I am now, as of my weight today, 36 pounds from my goal. That's not a lot of weight in the scheme of things. Not when I was 100 pounds overweight. I mean, no, it's not a baby number, but in the scheme of things, I had 100 pounds to lose. I have 36 pounds left. So, anyways, sorry for rambling, but I just kind of needed to get that out. For nobody else but for me, I needed to confess my binge eating because I've done it my entire life. The difference is that I went through stages. I went through binging and purging and starvation, and then, of course, I got overweight because I quit purging. So, for nothing else, I had to confess it for myself. I had to just put it out there that that's what I've been doing off and on. I've been binging. And it's not okay. It's not okay. I have a tool, and if I listen to my tool, I'm going to do this. I'm going to beat it. I'm going to beat it. So, anyways, love yas. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.